A teenager confessed after 2 hours. It took 8 years and DNA to clear his name. This is the 2013 murder of 11-year-old McKenzie Sessoms in North Carolina. Did an unrecorded interrogation derail the hunt for her killer? Let's set the scene plainly. 2013. McKenzie Sessoms is found murdered in her father's mobile home. Months later, a 15-year-old neighbor, 14 at the time, will be arrested after a confession. But our question is about the path that took. So, here's the question. Did one unrecorded interrogation steer the case? And what did the DNA really say? A night before, one of McKenzie's older brothers hosted a rowdy gathering outside the home. By morning, the investigation begins. The sheriff said more than a dozen people were in the suspect pool. Interviews were done, and DNA was collected. Attention then narrowed to a teenage neighbor. He had an intellectual disability, about an IQ of 55, and a speech impediment. Investigators learned he'd been asked to leave the family's pool a year earlier and responded with vulgar comments. He was interviewed without a parent or other adult present. After about 2 hours, he confessed. But here's the twist. That interrogation wasn't recorded. Soon after, the sheriff said he did not expect any other arrests. Some in McKenzie's family doubted the match. One remarked, "He didn't weigh 80 pounds soaking wet. McKenzie was bigger." The teen spent the next 7 years in jail or on house arrest, awaiting trial. All the while, DNA was part of the case evidence collected early on. In 2021, that DNA cleared him. Charges were dropped. He was exonerated by the lab results. He sued, alleging a coerced confession and civil rights violations. $10 million settlement was recently approved. So, what about the others in that early suspect pool? Did DNA clear them too? Publicly, we don't know. The case is described as open and active, and no new suspect has been named. What we can say for certain, the DNA excluded the neighbor, and the unrecorded confession did not stand up. Which leaves the real mission. Follow that forensic trail, not to free the wrong person, but to find the right one. This case is a hard lesson. Record interrogations, and never treat a confession, especially from a vulnerable minor, as proof without evidence. Justice for McKenzie means doing the slow, careful work. The science cleared one teen. It may yet identify the killer. So, did an unrecorded 2-hour interrogation misdirect the case? And what did DNA prove? Yes, the neighbor's confession collapsed, and in 2021, DNA exonerated him. Beyond that, investigators haven't publicly said what the DNA shows about others. The takeaway is simple. Record interviews and demand forensic corroboration, especially with vulnerable minors. Justice now depends on following that evidence to whoever killed McKenzie.